Hi, everybody. Hi, thank you for coming to Romeo and Juliet. I'm Chris Wellborn, the director of tonight's show. We also have one sick cast member, so I will be playing Abraham at the beginning and the page at the end on the book. So if you see me with a script in hand, not in costume, it's just a weird night, okay? Thank you so much for coming. Wichita Shakespeare Company is a 501c3 volunteer-only organization, so we do all this just because we're volunteers and we like Shakespeare so much. And so we do have a table over here where we accept donations in cash form in Shakespeare's face over here. But if you don't have cash and you'd still like to donate, we have a QR code in the program, which they're over here. And if you don't want us to do this, I take this from Angela, if you really hated it and you give us more money, and maybe that'll get us to stop doing this, okay? We do take bribes. The show's been running about 2 hours and 45 minutes. I know that's a lot longer than usual, but there wasn't a lot we wanted to cut out of it because it's a great show. Please enjoy the show. Right when the sun goes down, I will be turning on some of these lights so we can see a little better, but enjoy the show and have a fun time. Thanks.
Two households, both alike in dignity. In fair Verona where we lay our scene, from ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows do with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end not could remove, is now the 2 hours traffic of our stage. The which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
Gregory, oh my word, will not carry coals.
No, for then we would be callers.
I mean, as we be in collar, we'll draw.
Aye, long as you live, draw your neck out the collar.
I strike quickly, being moved.
But thou art not moved quickly to strike.
Well, dog of the house of Montague moves me to strike.
To move is to stir. To be valiant is to stand. Therefore, if thou art moved, thou runnest away.
A dog of the house of Montague moves me to stand. I will take to the wall any man or maid of the Montagues.
The quarrel is between our masters and us, their men.
Is all one. I will show myself a tyrant. When I have fought with the men, I will be cruel to the maids and cut off their heads.
Heads of the maids?
Aye, the heads of the maids, or their maiden heads, taken in what sense thou wilt.
They must take it in what sense that feels it.
Oh, me they shall feel, while I am able to stand. And 'tis known I am a pretty piece of flesh.
'Tis well thou art not a fish, for thou hast been forejawed. Ready thy tool. Here comes two of the house of the Montague.
My naked weapon is out. Quarrel, I will back thee.
How? By turn thy back and run?
Fear me not.
Marry, I fear thee.
Let us take the law on our sides. Let them begin.
I will frown as they pass by, and they will take it as they list.
No, as they dare, I will bite my thumb at them, which is a disgrace to them if they bear it.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
Well, yes, sir, I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
Is the law on our side if I say aye?
No.
No, sir. But I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir? No, sir.
Oh, if you do, sir, I am for you. I serve a good a man as you do.
No better.
Well, sir.
Say better. Here comes one of my master's kinsmen.
Yes, sir, better, sir.
You lie.
Draw if ye be men. Gregory, remember thy swashing blow.
Part, fools! Put up thy sword, you know not what you do!
What? Art thou drawn amongst these heartless hinds? Turn thee, Benvolio. Look upon thy death.
We will keep the peace. Put up thy sword or manage to part these men with me.
What? Drawn and talk of peace? I hate the world, as I hate hell, all Montagues, and thee. Have that, thee coward! Capulet!
What noise is this? Give me my longsword! Ho!
A crutch! A crutch! Why call you for a sword?
My sword, I say. Old Montague has come and flourishes his blade in spite of me.
Thou villain, Capulet! Hold me not! Let me go!
Thou shalt not stir a foot to seek a foe.
Rebellious subjects, enemies to peace, profaners of this neighbor-stained steel. Will they not hear? What, oh, you men, you beasts, that quench the fire of your pernicious rage, with purple fountains issuing from your veins? On pain of torture! From those bloody hands, throw your mistempered weapons to the ground and hear the sentence of your murdered prince. 3 civil brawls bred of an airy word by thee, Lord Capulet and Montague, have thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets, and made Verona's ancient citizens cast by their grave the seeming ornaments, to wield old partisans with hands as old, cankered with peace, to part your cankered hate. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. For this time all the rest depart away. You, Capulet, shall go on with me, and Montague, come you this afternoon to know our pleasure in this case. To old Freetown, our common judgment place. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart.
Who set this ancient quarrel new approach? Speak, nephew. Were you by when it began?
Here were the servants of your adversary and yours, close fighting ere I did approach. I drew to part them, but in the instant came the fiery Tybalt with his sword prepared, which as he breathed defiance to my ears, he swung about his head and cut the winds. Who nothing hurt withal, hissed him in scorn. While we were interchanging thrusts and blows, came more and fought on part and part, till the prince came and parted either part.
Oh, but Romeo, saw you him today? Right glad I am he was not at this fray.
Madam, an hour before the worshipped sun peered forth the golden window of the east, a troubled mind drave me to walk abroad. So early walking did I see your son. Towards him I made, but he was ware of me and stole into the covert of the wood. I wasn't sure his method, but I, measuring his affections by my own, humored my humor by not pursuing his, and gladly fled he who gladly fled from me.
Many a morning hath he there been seen, with tears augmenting the fresh morning dew, adding to clouds, more clouds with his deep sighs. But also soon as the all-cheering sun should in the furthest east begin to draw forth the shady curtains from Aurora's bed, away from the light steals home my heavy son, and private in his chamber pens himself. Oh, shuts up his windows, knocks far daylight out, and makes himself an artificial night. If we could but know from whence his sorrow grows, we would as willingly give cure as know.
My noble uncle, do you know the cause?
I know not, nor can learn of him.
Have you importuned him by any means?
Both by myself and many other friends. But he is his own affection's counselor. He is to himself, and I will not say how true, but is to himself so secret and so close, so far from sounding and discovery, as is the bud bit by the envious worm, ere he can spread his sweet leaves to the air, or dedicate his beauty to the sun.
See where he comes. So please you step aside. I will know his grievances or be much denied. Who would thou were?
Happy by thy stay to hear true shrift. Come, madam, it's away.
Good morrow, cousin.
Is the day so young?
The new struck 9.
Sad hours seem long. Was that my father that went in so fast?
It was. What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love.
Out
of love.
Out of her favor where I am in love.
Alas, that love so gentle in his view should be so rough and tyrannous in proof.
Alas, that love whose view is muffled still should without eyes see pathways to his will. Where shall we die? Oh me, what fray was here? Yet tell me not, for I have heard it all. Here is much to do with hate, but more with love. Why then, oh brawling love, oh loving hate, oh anything of nothing first create. Oh heavy light, serious vanity, misshapen chaos. Feather of lead, bright smoke, cold fire, sick health, still waking sleep, that is not what it is. This love feel I that feels no love in this. Shall not laugh.
No, cause I rather weep
Good heart at what?
at thy good heart's oppression.
Such is love's transgression. Griefs of mine own lie heavy in my breast, which thou wilt propagate to have it pressed with more of thine own. This love that thou hast shown me doth add more grief to too much of mine own. Love is a smoke raised with the fume of sighs, being purged a fire sparkling in lover's eyes, being vexed a sea nourished with lover's tears. What is it else? A madness most discreet, a choking gall, and a preserving sweet. Farewell, my cause.
Soft, I will go along, and if you leave me so, you do me wrong.
What, shall I groan and tell thee?
Groan, why no, but sadly tell me who.
Bid a sick man in sadness make his will. A word ill-urged, one that is so ill. In sadness, cousin, I do love a woman.
I did hit close when I supposed you loved.
A right good mark, man, and she's fair I love.
A right fair mark, fair cause is soonest hit.
Well, in that hit you miss. Shall not be hit with Cupid's arrow. She hath Diane's wit, and in strong proof of chastity, well armed against love's weak, childish bow, she lives unharmed. Shall not stay the siege of loving terms, nor bide the encounter of assailing eyes, nor ope her lap to saint-seducing gold. She is rich in beauty, only poor, that when she dies with beauty, dies her store.
Then she hath sworn that she will still live chaste?
She hath, and in that sparing makes huge waste. For beauty starved with her severity cuts beauty off from all posterity. She's too fair, too wise, wisely too fair to merit bliss by making me despair. She hath forsworn to love, and in that vow do I live dead that live to tell it now.
Be ruled by me. Forget to think of her.
Teach me how I should forget to think.
By liberating thine eyes, examine other beauties.
'Tis the way to call hers exquisite. In question more, these happy masks that kiss fair ladies' brows, being black, put us in mind they hide the fair. He that is struck and blind cannot forget the precious treasure of his eyesight lost. Show me a mistress that is passing fair. What doth her beauty serve? What is the note where I may read who passed that passing fair? Farewell. Thou canst not teach me to forget.
I'll pay that doctrine or else die in debt.
But Montague is bound as well as I in penalty alike, and it's not hard, I think, for men so bold as we to keep the peace.
Honorable refuge where you go. Pity 'tis you lived at odds so long. Now, madam, what say you to my suit? Saying o'er I've said before, my child is yet a stranger in this world, and those too soon marred are those so early made. The earth had swallowed up all of my hopes but she, and she, that hopeful lady, is my earth. So woo her, gentle Paris, and win her heart, and my will to her consent is but a part. Tonight, I hold an old accustomed feast, whereto I have invited many guests that I love, and you among the store. One more, the most welcome. Make my number more. Come, go with me. Ah, sirrah, trudge about fair Verona and find these persons out, whose names are written there, and to them say, my house, and welcome their pleasure stay. Find them out, whose names are written here. It is said that the shoemaker should meddle with his yard, and the tailor his lass. The fisherman with his pencil, and the painter with his nets. But I
I have been sent to find the names of the people who are here writ. Yet I can never find the names that the writing person hath here writ. I must to the learned, in good time.
Hot, man. One fire burns out another's burning. One pain is lessened with another's anguish. Turn giddy and be hope by backward turning. One desperate grief is cured with another's languish. Take some new infection to thy eye, and the rank poison of the old will die.
Your plantain leaf is excellent for that.
For what, I pray thee?
For your broken shin.
Why, Romeo, art thou mad?
Not mad, but bound more than a madman is. Shut up in prison, kept without food, whipped and tormented and... Got in, good fellow.
Oh. God, you got him. I pray you, can you read?
Aye, mine own fortune and my misery.
Well, perhaps you've learned it without book. Can you read anything that you see?
Aye, if I know the letters in the language.
You say honestly. Questioner.
Stay, fellow. I can read. Signor Martino and his wife and daughters, County Anselm and his beauteous sisters, Lady Widow Vitravio, Signor Placencio and his lovely nieces, Mercutio and his brother Valentine, mine uncle Capulet and his wife and daughters, my fair niece Rosaline, Livia, Signor Valencio and his cousin Tybalt, Lucio and the lively Helena. Fair assembly, whither should they come?
Up.
Whither?
To supper. To our house?
To whose house?
My master's.
Indeed, I should have asked you that before.
Now I'll tell you without asking. My master is the great, rich Capulet. And if ye be not of the house of Montague, I pray thee, come crush a cup of wine. Rest ye merry.
At this same ancient feast of the Capulet sups the fair Rosaline, whom thou so lovest, with all the admired beauties of Verona. Go thither, and with unattainted eye, compare her face with some that I shall show, and I will make thee think thy swan a crow.
In the devout religion of mine eye maintain such falsehoods, and turn tears to fires. For these who often drowned could never die. Transparent heretics be burnt for liars. One fairer than my love. The all-seeing sun ne'er saw her match since first the world begun.
Tut, you saw her fair, none else being by, herself poised with herself in either eye. But let that crystal scale be weighed, your lady's love against some other maid that I shall show you shining at this feast. And then she shall scant show well that now shows best.
I'll go along, no such sight to be seen, but to rejoice in splendor of mine own.
Nurse, call forth my daughter to me. Now by my maidenhead I bid her come. What lamb? What ladybird? God forbid, where is this girl? What? Juliet! Oh no, who calls? Your mother!
Madam, I am here. What is your will? This is the matter. Nurse, give us leave a while. We must talk in secret. Nurse, come back. I have remembered me. Thou hear our counsel. Thou knowest my daughter is of a pretty age.
Oh, in faith, I could tell her age unto the hour, even or odd of all the days of the year. Well, Susan and she, God be with all Christian souls, were of an age. Well, Susan is with God now. She was too good for me, but as I was saying, I should never forget it. 'Twas all those years ago with the earthquake, and she was weaned. My lord and you were at Mantua. Nay, I do bear a brain. Oh, for even on that day of all the days, I had laid wormwood to my dug. As I said, my lord and you were then at Mantua, and I laid the wormwood to my dug, sitting in the sun under the dove house wall. Well, I shall never forget it. When she did taste the wormwood on the nipple of my dug and found it bitter, to see it grow tetchy and fall out with the dug. And since that day she could stand alone by the rood, she could have run and waddled all about. For even the day before, she had broke her brow. And my husband, God be with his soul, he was a merry man. Well, he took up the child and said, "Yea," quoth he, "didst thou fall upon thy face? Thou wilt fall backward when thou hast more wit, wilt thou not, Jewel?" And by my holiday, I shall never forget it, the pretty wretch left crying and said, "Aye, enough of this." "Oh, yea," quoth he. "Wilt thou not, Jewel?" And the pretty fool stinted and said, "Aye." "I pray thee, hold thy peace." "Yes, madam. But I cannot choose but laugh to think that it left crying and said, "Aye." For I warrant it had on its forehead a bump the size of a small cockerel stone, a perilous knock, and it cried bitterly. "Yea," quoth my husband, "fallest on thy face? Thou wilt fall backward when thou comest to wed, wilt thou not, Jewel?" And it stinted and said, "Aye."
And stint thou too, I pray thee, nurse, say aye.
"Peace, I am done." God mark thee to his grace. Thou wast the prettiest babe that e'er I nursed, and I should live to see thee married once. I have my wish.
Mary's the very theme I come to talk of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is an honor that I dream not of.
An honor? Were not I thy only nurse, I would say thou had sucked wisdom from thy teat.
Well, think of marriage now. Younger than you, here in Verona, ladies of esteem are already made mothers. And by my account, I was your mother much upon these years that you are now a maid. Thus, in brief, the valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
A man, lady? And young lady, such a man as all the world. Why, that is a man of wax.
Verona's summer hath not such a flower.
Nay, a flower? Why, he's a very flower.
Well, what say you? Can you love the gentleman? This night, behold him at our feast. Read over the volumes of young Paris's face, and find delight writ there in beauty's pen. This precious book of love, this unbound lover, to beautify him only lacks a cover. And so, sharing in all he doth possess, by having him, making yourself no less.
No less, nay, more, for women grow by men.
Speak briefly. Can you like a Paris's love?
I'll look to like, if looking like he move, but no more deep will I endart mine eye than your consent gives strength to make it fly.
Madam! The guests have come, supper is served up, you called, my young lady asked for, and the nurse cursed in the pantry. Everything is in extremity! I pray thee, please come, follow straight. We will follow thee. Juliet, the county stays.
Go, girl. happy days.
What? Shall this speak be spoke for our excuse, or shall we on without apology?
The date is out of such prolixity. We shall have no Cupid hoodwinked with a scarf-bearing Tartar's painted bow of lath, scaring the ladies like a crow-keeper, nor no without book prologue faintly spoke after the prompter for our entrance. But let them measure us by what they will, and we will measure them a measure, and be gone.
Give me a torch. I'm not for this ambling. Beam but heavy, I will bear the light.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance.
No, not I. Believe me, you have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead, so stakes me to the ground, I cannot move.
You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar with them above a common bound.
I'm too sore and pierced with his shaft to soar with his light feathers. And so bound, I cannot bound to pitch above dull woe. Under love's heavy burden do I sink.
And to sink in it should you burden love. Too great oppression for a tender thing.
Is love a tender thing? It's too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and it pricks like thorns.
Oh, if love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love for pricking and you beat love down. Give me a case to put my visage in. A visor for a visor. What care I when curious eye doth coat deformities? Here are the beetle brows shall blush for me.
Come away, be gone, and no sooner in that every man betake him to his legs.
Give me a light. Let wantons light of heart tickle the senseless rushes with their heels. For I am proverbed with a grandsire phrase. I'll be a candle holder and look on. The game was ne'er so fair, and I am done.
Done's the mouse, the constable's own word. If thou art done, we'll draw thee from the mire of this Sir Reverend's love, wherein thou stickest up to the ears. Come, we burn daylight, ho.
Nay, that's not so.
Why, I take our good meaning, for our fortune lies this that foretells.
We mean well in going to this mass, but 'tis no wit to go.
Why, may one ask?
I dreamed a dream tonight.
And so did I.
Well, what was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep while they do dream things true?
Oh, then, I see Queen Mab hath been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and she comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone on the forefinger of an alderman, drawn with a team of little atomies athwart men's noses as they lie asleep. Her wagon spokes are made of long spider's legs. The covers, the wings of grasshoppers. The scythes of the moonshine's watery beams, and the collars of the tiniest of spider's webs. Her lash, her whip is made of cricket's bone, her lash of film. Her wagoner, a small gray-coated gnat, not half so big as the round little worm plucked from the lazy finger of a maid. Her chariot is an empty hazelnut, made by the joiner squirrel or old grub, time out of mind the fairies' coachmakers. And in this state, she gallops night by night through lovers' brains. Then they dream of love. Or courtiers' knees that dream on curtsy strings. Or lawyers' fingers that straight dream on fees. Or ladies' lips who straight on kisses dream, which oft the angry Mab with blisters plagues because her breaths with sweetmeats tainted are. Sometimes she gallops, or a courtier's nose, and then dreams he of smelling out a suit. Sometimes she comes with a tithe pig's tail, tickling a parson's nose as a lies asleep, then dreams he of another benefice. Sometimes she driveth o'er a soldier's neck, and then dreams he of cutting foreign throats, of breaches, ambuscados, Spanish blades, of health 5 fathoms deep, that anon drums in his ear, and he starts and wakes, and
and being thus frighted, swears a prayer or two and sleeps again. This is the same man that plats the manes of horses in the night, and bakes the elf locks with foul sletted hairs, which, once untangled, much misfortune bodes. This is the hag, when maids lie on their backs, presses them and learns them first to bear, making them ladies of good carriage. This is
Peace, peace, Mercutio, peace. Thou talkst of nothing.
True. I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy, as thin of substance as the air and as inconstant as the wind, who woos even now the frozen bosom of the north, and, being angered, puffs away thence, turning his face to the dew-dropping south.
This wind you talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done, and we shall come too late.
I fear too early. For my mind misgives some misfortune yet hangs in the stars, and shall begin his fearful date with tonight's revels, and expire his term with a despised life closed in my breast by some vile forfeit of untimely death. But he that hath the steered to my course, direct my sail. On, lusty gentlemen.
Strike drum.
Welcome, gentlemen! Ladies that have their toes unplagued with corn shall have a bout with you. Fair gentlemen, which one of you will now deny a dance? I swear, she that makes dainty shield has corns.
Welcome, gentlemen. I've seen the day when I have worn a visor and could tell a fair tale in a whispering lady's ear, such as would please. 'Tis gone, 'tis gone, 'tis gone. Come, musicians, play! A hall, give room!
Ah, sirrah, this unlooked-for sport goes well. Nay, let's sit, good husband Capulet, for you and I are long past our dancing days.
Excuse me. What lady doth enrich the hand of yonder knight?
I know not, sir.
Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. It seems she hangs upon night's cheek, like a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear, beauty too rich for use for earth too dear. So shows a snowy dove trooping with crows as yonder lady o'er her fellows shows. The measure done, I'll watch her places stand, and, touching hers, make blessed this rude hand. Did I love till now? Forswear at sight, for I never saw true beauty till this night.
This, by his voice, should be Montague. Fetch me my rapier, boy. What dares the slave come hither, covered with antic face, to clear and scorn at our solemnity? Now, by the stock in honor of my kin, to strike him dead, I hold it not a sin.
How now, kinsman? Wherefore storm you so?
Uncle, that is a Montague, our foe, a villain that has come hither in spite to clear at our solemnity this night.
Young Romeo, is it?
'Tis he, that villain Romeo.
Content thee, gentle cause, let him alone. He bears him like a portly gentleman. And to say truth, Verona brags of him to be a well-governed youth. Therefore be patient. Take no note of him. It is my will, the which that, if thou respect, shall put on a fair presence and shake off these frowns and ill-beseeming semblances for a feast.
It fits when such a villain is a guest. I'll not endure him.
You shall endure him, I say. What, goodman boy? I say he shall. Go to. Oh, you'll not endure him. You will set a mutiny among my guests. You will set a cock-a-hoop, and you will be the man.
Oh, my lady, 'tis a shame.
Go to. Ow! You are a saucy boy. Oh, well said. This trick may chance scathe you. I know what, you must contrary me. intercourse with willful collar meat makes my flesh tremble in their different breeding. I will withdraw, but this intrusion shall now seeming sweet convert to bitter gall.
If I may profane with my unworthiest hand the holy shrine, the gentle find his face, my lips to blushing pilgrims ready stand, to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand to what to love, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, from palm to palm, his holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints lips and holy palmers too?
Aye, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Then let lips do what hands do. They pray, grant thou, lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not, for my prayer's effect I take. Thus, from my lips by yours, my sin is heard.
Then have my lips the sin that they have loved.
Sin from thy lips, oh, give me my sin again.
You kiss by the bug.
Madam, your mother craves a word with you.
What is her mother?
Oh, her mother is the lady of the house, and a good lady, and a kind, and a virtue. I nursed her daughter that you talk to withal. I tell you, he that lays hold of her shall have the coin.
She a Capulet? Oh dear account, my life is my foe's death.
Away be gone, the sport is at the best.
Aye, so I fear the rest is my unrest.
Be not gone, gentlemen, for we have a trifling foolish banquet towards. Oh, say it isn't even, oh, wait, well, thank you, good night, fair gentlemen, thank you, I must to my rest, it waxes late, come.
Come hither, nurse. What is yon gentleman?
The son and heir of old Tiberio.
What's he that is not going out of door?
That's, I think, the young Petruchio.
What's he that follows there, that would not dance?
I know not.
Go ask his name. If he be married, my grave is like to be my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo, and a Montague, the only son of your great enemy.
My only love sprung from my only hate, too early seen, unknown, and known too late. Prodigious birth of love it is to me, that I must love a loathed enemy.
What's this? What's this?
Oh, rhyme I learned even now of one I danced with all.
Anon. Let's away. The strangers are all gone.
Can I go forward when my heart is here? Turn back, dull earth, and find thy center out. Romeo! Cousin Romeo!
Oh, he is wise, and on my lie hath stolen him home to bed.
He ran this way and leaped the orchard wall. Call, good Mercutio.
Nay, I'll conjure him too. Romeo! Humors! Madman! Passion! Lover! Appear thou in the likeness of a sigh. Speak but one rhyme, and I am satisfied. Cry, but I me. Pronounce love and dove. Speak to my gossip Venus one fair word, one nickname for her pure blind son and heir, the young Adam Cupid, he that shot so true when King Cophetua loved the beggar maid. Ah, he heareth not, he stirreth not, he moveth not, the ape is dead. Oh, and I must conjure him. I conjure thee by Rosalind's bright eyes, by her high forehead and her scarlet lip, by her fine foot, straight leg, and quivering thigh, and that domain that there adjacent lie. In this likeness thou appear to us.
If he hear thee, thou wilt anger him.
This cannot anger him. 'Twould anger him to conjure a spirit in his mistress's name of some strange nature, not letting it stand there till she laid it and conjured it down. That were some spite. No, my invocation is honest and fair, and in his mistress's name I conjure only but to raise up him.
He hath hid himself among these trees to be consorted with the humorous night. Blind is his love, and best befits the dark.
Well, if love be blind, love cannot hit the mark. Now will he sit under a medlar tree and wish his mistress were that type of fruit that ladies call medlars when they laugh alone. Oh, Romeo, that she were an open ass, and thou a pauper in pear. Romeo, good night. Out to my truckle bed. This field bed is too cold for me to sleep. Come, shall we go?
Go then, for 'tis in vain to seek him here that means not to be found.
He jests at scars that never felt a wound. Soft. What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who's already sick and pale with grief, that thou, her maid, art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady, oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? I will answer it. I am too bold. It's not to me she speaks. To the fairest stars in heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to shine in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there? They in her head. The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars as daylight doth a lamp. Her eyes in heaven would through the airy region stream so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand. I might touch that cheek.
Why me?
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel. For thou art as is to this glorious night, as is a winged messenger of heaven to the white, upturned, wondering eyes of mortals, when they gaze back on him when he bestrides the lazy pacing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or if thou wilt not, be but sworn thy love, and will no longer be a Capulet.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou thus restrained and knight so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name. I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, be hateful to myself, for it is an enemy unto thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not, oh, not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair saint, if either be this life.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? For orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and this place dead, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
Love's light wings that I o'er perch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out, and love does what dares love attempt.
If they do stir thee.
Alas, there lies more peril on thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their sight, and let them find me. My life were better ended by their hate than death prorogued wanting of thy love.
By whose direction foundest thou out this place?
My love, who first did bid me to inquire, he lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, yet wert thou as far as that vast shore washed with the farthest sea, I would adventure with such purpose.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on thy face. Oh, would a maiden love to paint my feet for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain would I dwell on form, fain deny what I have spoken. But farewell, compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. For if thou swearest, thou mayest prove false. At love's perjuries, then says Jove last. Oh, gentle Romeo, if dost thou love, pronounce it faithfully. And if thou thinkest I am too quickly loved, I'll frown and read verse and say thee nay, so thou wilt prove what else, not for the world. In truth, fair love, I am too long, and therefore thou mayest think I am my major life. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more truth than those that have more cunning to be strayed. I should have been more straight, I must confess, but that thou overheardest ere I swear my beloved house. Therefore, pardon, not that you steal me the light love, which the dark night so hath discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I swear that tits
No,
with silver
swear
all
not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly change in her circle orb, lest love will likewise vary.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all. Or, if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious love, God of my idolatry, and all believe thee.
My heart's dear
Well,
love.
do not swear. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy at the contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning which doth cease to be ere one can say it lightning. Sweet, good night. This bud of love on a summer bright and sun may bloom a beauteous flower with destiny. Good night, good night. I sleep in hope and rest. Come to thy heart and that my rest.
But wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow from mine.
I did give thee mine before thou didst request it, and I would in word to give it again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank, and give it thee again. And yet I wish before the thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea. My love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have. For both are infinite. Madam, dear love, be true. Sweet Montague, be true. Stay but a little. I'll come again.
Oh, blessed night! I'm afeard being night, all this is but a dream, too flattering sweet to be substantial.
Rise, dear Romeo, and good night. Thy vengeance, love, honor, thy purpose there, send you where you are, by one that all the joy comes to thee. And as thy all my fortune at thy foot all day, and follow thee, my lord, without the world. I come anon! But if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee. By and by I come! To cease thy suit, and leave thee to my prisoner. Nor will I go.
I...
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worst to want thy life. Love goes towards love like schoolboys from their books. and love from love towards school with heavy looks.
Yo, hiss! Oh, for a falcon and voice before this Tesla's gentle back again. Bonded forms and may not speak aloud, else would I tear the cave where Antle lies. Make her airy tongue more hoarse than mine, repetition of my Romeo's name.
I would.
So was I. I kill thee, my cherish. Good night. Parting is such a sorrow, but I can say good night.
Sleep dwell upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast. Oh, that I were sleep and peace, so sweet to rest. Hence will I to my ghostly father's cell, his help to crave and my dear hap to tell.
The gray-eyed morn smiles on the frowning night, checkering the eastern clouds with streaks of light. Fleckled darkness like a drunkard reels from forth day's path and tightens fiery wheels. Now, ere the sun advances burning eye, the day to cheer, night's dank dew to dry, I must upfill this osier cage of ours with baleful weeds and precious juiced flowers. The earth that's nature's mother is her tomb. What is her burying grave, that is her womb. And from her womb, children of divers kind, we, sucking on her natural bosom, find many for many virtues excellent, none but for some, and yet all different. Oh, mickle is the powerful grace that lies in herbs, plants, stones, and their true qualities. For not so vile that on the earth doth live, but to the earth some special good doth give, nor aught so good but strained from that fair use, revolts from true birth, stumbling on abuse. Virtue itself turns vice being misapplied, and vice sometimes by action dignified. Within the infant rind of this small flower, poison hath residence and medicine power. For this being smelt with that part cheers each part. Being tasted, slays all senses with the heart. Two such opposed kings encamp them still, in man as well as herbs, grace and rude will. And where the worser is predominant, full soon the canker death eats up that plant.
Good morrow, father! Benedicite! What early tongue so sweet saluteth thee?
Young son, it argues a distempered head so soon to bid good morrow to thy bed. Care keeps his watch in every old man's eye, and where care lodges, sleep will never lie, but where unbruised youth with unstuffed brain doth couch his limbs, there golden sleep doth reign. Therefore, thy earliness doth me assure thou art uproused by some distemperature, or, if not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
At last is true, the sweeter rest was mine.
God pardon sin, wast thou with Rosaline?
With Rosaline, my ghostly father? No, I have forgot that name and that name's woe.
That's my good son, but where hast thou been then?
I will tell thee, ere thou ask it again. I have been feasting with mine enemy when, on a sudden, one hath wounded me that's by me wounded, and both our remedies within thy help and holy physic lies. I bear no hatred, blessed man, for lo, my intercession likewise steads my foe.
Be plain, good son, and homely in thy drift. Riddling confession finds but riddling shrift.
Then plainly know my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet, as hers on mine, and when and where and how we wooed, we made exchange of vow, and save what thou must combine by holy marriage. I will tell these is past, but this I pray that thou consent to marry us today.
Holy Saint Francis, what a change is here! Is Rosaline, whom thou dost love so dear, so soon forsaken? Young men's love then lies not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes. Jesu Maria, what a deal of brine hath washed thy sallow cheeks for Rosaline! Lo, here upon thy cheek the stain doth sit, a van old tear that is not washed off yet. If e'er thou wast thyself in these woes thine, thou in these woes were all for Rosaline. And art thou changed? Pronounce this sentence then. Women may fall when there's no strength in men.
Thou didst chides me off for loving Rosaline.
For doting, not for loving, pupil mine.
And bates me bury love.
Not in a grave to lay one in, another out to have.
I pray thee chide not. She whom I love now doth grace for grace and love for love allow. The other did not so.
Oh, she knew well thy love did read by rote and could not spell. But come, young waverer, come, go with me. In one respect I'll thy assistant be, for this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household's rancor to pure love.
Oh, let us hence, I stand on sudden haste.
Wisely and slow, they stumble that run fast.
Where the devil should this Romeo be? Came he not home tonight?
Not to his father's. I spoke with his man.
Ah, that same pale, hard-hearted wench, that Rosalind torments him so that he will sure run mad.
Tybalt, the kinsman to old Capulet, has sent a letter to his father's house.
Oh, a challenge on my life.
Romeo will answer it.
Any man that can write may answer a letter.
Nay, he shall answer. How he dares being dared.
Oh, alas, poor Romeo, he is already dead. Stabbed with a white wench's black eye. Shot through the ear with a love song. The very pin of his heart cleft with the blind bow boy's butt shaft. And is he a man to encounter Tybalt?
Why, what is Tybalt?
Ah, more than Prince of Cats, I can tell you. Oh, he is the courageous captain of compliments. He fights as you sing prick song, keeps time, distance, and proportion. Rests me his minim rest. 1, 2, the third in your bosom. The very butcher of a silk button. A duelist. A duelist. Ha! A gentleman of the first house, of the first and second cause. Ah, the immortal Passano, the Punto Roberto, the high.
What?
The pox of such antic, lisping, affecting fantasticos.
Ah, here comes Romeo.
Oh, without his roe, like a dried herring. Flesh, flesh, thou art fishified. Now is he to the numbers Petrarch floated. Laura, to his lady, a kitchen wench. Dido, a dowdy. Cleopatra, a gypsy. Helen and Hero, Hildings and harlots. Thisbe, a gray eye or so, but not to the purpose. Senor Romeo, bonjour. Here's a French salutation for your French slop. You gave us the counterfeit fairly last night.
Good morrow, gentlemen. What counterfeit did I give you?
The slip, sir, the slip. Can you not concede?
Pardon, good Mercutio, for my business was great, and in such a case as mine, a man may strain courtesy.
Oh, that's as much to say. For a case such as yours constrains a man to bow in the house.
Meaning to curtsy.
Ah, thou hast most kindly hit it.
A most courteous expedition.
Nay, I am the very pink of courtesy.
Pink for a flower.
Right.
Why, that is my pump well flowered.
Oh, well said. Follow this jest till thou hast worn out thy pump, that the jest may remain when the wearing soul singular.
Oh, single soul jest, solely singular for the singleness.
Oh, come between us, good Benvolio, my wits faint.
Switch in spurs, I'll cry him that.
Nay, if thy wits had run the wild goose chase, I have done. For thou hast more of the wild goose in one of thy wits than I have in my whole 5. But was I with you there for the goose?
Thou wast never with me for anything when thou wast not there for the goose.
I shall bite thee by the ear for that jest.
Nay, good goose, bite not.
Oh, thy wit is a very bitter sweeting. It is a most sharp sauce.
Is it not well added into a sweet goose?
Oh, here's a wit of Chevreul that stretches from an inch narrow to an ell broad.
I stretch it for that word broad, which, added to the goose, proves thee far and wide a broad goose.
Oh. Now, is not this better than groaning for love? Now art thou sociable. Now art thou Romeo. Now art thou what thou art, by art as well as by nature. For this dribbling love is like a great natural that runs lolling up and down to hide its bauble in a hole.
Come now. Stop there.
Oh, you wish me to come to the end of my tale against the hare?
Thou wouldst else have made thy tale large.
Oh, thou art deceived. For I would have made it short, and meant to endanger this argument no longer.
Here's goodly gear.
A sail! A sail!
Two, a shirt and a smock.
Peter, Anon, my fan, Peter.
No, good Peter, to hide her face. Her fan's the fairer face.
God ye good morrow, gentlemen.
God ye good den, fair gentlewoman.
Is it good den?
Well, I should say it is, for the body hand of the clock is now upon the brink of noon.
Out upon you! What a man are you!
One gentlewoman that God hath made for himself to mar.
By my troth, it is well spoken. For himself to mar, quoth he. Gentlemen, might one of you tell me where I could find the young Romeo?
I can tell you, but young Romeo will be older when you have found him than when you sought him. I am the youngest of that name, for fault of a word.
You say well.
Oh, is the worst well? Oh, very well took, your faith. Wisely, wisely.
If you be he, sir, I should desire some confidence with you.
She shall indict him to some supper.
Oh, a bawd, so
Hast thou found?
No hair, sir. Unless a hair, sir, in a Lenten pie. That is something stale and whore ere it be spent. Oh, an old hair whore and an old hair whore is very good meat in Lent. But a hair that is whore is too much for the store when it whores ere it be spent. Oh, Romeo, will you come to your father's? We'll to dinner thither.
I will follow you.
Oh. Farewell, ancient lady. Farewell, lady, 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 lady.
Mary, farewell. What kind of saucy merchant was that was full of his own roguery?
A man that loves to hear himself talk, and will speak more in a minute than he will stand to in a month.
And he should say anything against me, I shall take him down. And he be any lustier than he is, and 20 such jacks. And if I cannot, I will find those that shall. Scurvy knave, I am none of his flirt guilt. I am none of his stainsmates. And thou, must you stand there and suffer every knave to use me at his pleasure?
I saw no man use you pleasure. If I had, my weapon should have quickly been out. I warn you, I dare draw as quickly as another man if I see occasion in a good quarrel and the law on my side.
Woo! Peter!
Now, afore God, I am so vexed that every part about me quivers. Scurvy knave! I pray you, sir, a word. As I told you, my young mistress did bid me inquire you out. What she bade me say to you, I will keep to myself. But first, I tell thee, if thee should lead her to a fool's paradise, as they say, it were very ill behavior, as they say. For the young lady is young, and if thou art to deal double with her, well, it were very ill behavior for any gentlewoman to be offered, and very weak dealing.
Commend me to thy lady and mistress. I do protest.
Oh, good heart and faith, I will tell her as much.
Good nurse, what will you say? Thou dost not mock me.
Well, I will tell her that you protest, which, as I take it, is a gentlemanlike offer.
Do bid her devise some means to come swift this afternoon. For there, in Friar Laurence's cell, she shall be shrived and married. Here's for thy pay.
No, sir, not a penny.
Go to, I say you shall.
This afternoon, sir. She shall be there.
And stay, nurse, behind the abbey wall. For within the hour, my man will come and find thee, and give these tall cords made like a tackled stair, which, to the high top gallant of my joy, will be my convoy in the secret night. Farewell, be trusty, and I'll quit thy pain. Farewell, commend me to thy mission.
God in heaven bless you, sir. Harkee, sir.
What say, Southern?
Is your man private? Have you not heard it say that two may keep counsel, putting one away?
I warn thee, my man's as true as steel.
My mistress is the sweetest lady. Lord, but she was a little prating thing. There's a nobleman about town, one Paris. Well, he would fain lay his sword aboard. Well, my lady, she's a good sword. But she would rather leap to toad, a very toad, than see him. I anger my mistress sometimes by suggesting that Paris is the proper man, but she, when she hears me say so, as white as any clout in the versal world.
Commend me to thy lady.
1,000 times I. Peter!
Clock struck 9 when I did send the nurse. In half an hour she promised to return. Perchance she cannot meet with you. That sounds so. Oh, she is lame! Love's herald should be thoughts, which 10 times faster fly than the sun feeds, driving back shadows over roaring hills. Therefore do nimble pinion doves draw love, and therefore hath the wings, the twin swift Cupid wings. Now is the sun upon the hindmost hill of this day's journey, and from 9 till 12 is 3 long hours, yet she is not come. Had she affections and warm youthful blood, she would be as swift in motion as a ball. My words would bandy her to my sweet love, and his to me. But old folks, many fain as they were dead, unwieldy, slow, heavy, and pale as lead. Oh God, here she comes. Now, nurse, what news? Hast thou met with him? Now, nurse. Oh, Lord. Thou look sad. If news be sad, yet tell it merrily. If good, thou shamest the music of sweet news by flinging Cecil's sour face.
Oh, I am weary. Give me leave for a while. Fie, my bones do ache. What a jaunt have I had.
I would have my bones, and I thy news. Nay, I pray thee, speak, good nurse, speak.
Well, can you not stay but a little? God in heaven, can you not see that I am out of breath?
How art thou out of breath, when thou hast breath to say to me that thou art out of breath? The tale that doth make in this, the excuse that doth make in this delay is longer than the tale that doth excuse. Is thy news good or bad? Answer that. Say either, and I'll stay the circumstance. Let me be satisfied. Is good or bad?
Well, you have made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man. Romeo. No, not he. Though his face be better than any man's, yet his leg excels that of all men. And for a hand, hand and a foot and a body, yet they are all past compare. He is not the flower of courtesy, but I warrant as gentle as a lamb. Go thy ways, wench. Serve God. What? Have you dined at home?
No, but all this did I know before. What says he of our marriage? What of that?
Oh, my head! How my head does ache! It aches as though it would fall in 20 pieces. And my back, on the other side, my back! Beshrew your very heart for sending me out to catch my death by jaunting up and down.
Faith, I'm sorry that thou art not well. Sweet nurse, tell me, what says my love?
Your love says like an honest gentleman, and a kind, and a courteous, and a handsome, and I warrant, a virtuous. Where is your mother?
Where is my mother? Why, she is within. Where should she be? How oddly thou repliest. Your love says, like an honest gentleman, where is your mother?
Well, God's heaven, dear, are you so hot? Is this the poultice for my aching bones? Henceforth, do your messages yourself.
Here's such a coil. Come, what says my Romeo?
Have you leave to go to shrift today?
I have.
Then hie you hence to Friar Laurence's cell, for there waits a husband to make you a wife. Oh, now comes the wanton blood up in your cheeks. Oh, they will straight to scarlet at any news. Hie you to church. I must another way, to fetch a ladder, by the which your love will climb the crow's nest when it is dark. Oh, I am the trudge, and must do thee. Oh, your joy. But you shall bear the burden soon at night.
Hie to high fortune. Honest news. Farewell.
So smile the heavens upon this holy act, that after hours with sorrow chide us not.
Amen, amen. And come what sorrow can, it cannot countervail the joy that one short minute gives me in her sight. Do close our hands with the holy words, and love devouring death do what he may. It is enough that I may call her mine.
These violent delights have violent ends, and in their triumph die like fire and powder, which as they kiss, consume. The sweetest honey is loathsome in his own deliciousness. Therefore, love, and in the taste confounds the appetite. Therefore, love moderately. Long love doth so. Too swift arrives, as tardy as too slow. Here comes the lady. Oh, so light a foot will ne'er wear out the everlasting flint. A lover may bestride the gossamer that idles in the wanton summer air, and yet not fall. So light is vanity.
Good even, my ghostly confessor.
Romeo shall thank thee, daughter, for us both.
As much to him, else is his fate too much.
Juliet, the measure of thy joy be heaped like mine, and thy skill more to blazon it, than sweeten with thy breath this neighbor air. And let rich music's tongue unfold the imagined happiness that both receive in either by this dear encounter.
See, more rich in matter than in words, rags of thy substance, not of order. They are but beggars that can count their worth, but my true love has grown to such success, I cannot sum of half my wealth.
Come with me, and we will make short work. For by your leaves you shall not stay alone till Holy Church incorporate two in one.
I say, good Mercutio, let's retire. The day is hot, the Capulets abroad, and if we meet, we shall not scape a brawl. For now, these hot days is the mad blood stirring.
Oh, thou art like one of those fellows that, upon entering the confines of a tavern, claps me his sword upon the table and says, God grant me no need. By the operation of the second cup has drawn it on the drawer when indeed there is no need.
Am I like such a fellow?
Come, come. Thou art as hot a jack in thy moods as any in Verona, and as soon moved to be moody, and as soon moody to be moved.
And what too?
How, and nay, and there were two of you, we should soon have none, for one would kill the other. Thou wilt quarrel with a man for having a hair more or a hair less in his beard than thou hast. And thou wilt quarrel with a man for cracking nuts, having no other reason than thou hast hazel eyes. What eye, but such an eye, would spy out such a quarrel? Thy head is as full of quarrels as an egg is full of meat, and yet thy head hath been beaten as addle as an egg for quarreling. Thou hast quarreled with a man for coughing in the street, because he had wakened thy dog that hath lain there asleep in the sun. Didst thou not fall out with a tailor for wearing his new doublet before Easter, and with another for tying his new shoes with an old ribbon? And you will tutor me from quarreling.
Oh, and I were so apt to quarrel as thou art. Any man should buy the fee simple of my life for an hour and a quarter.
Woo-hoo! The fee simple? Oh, simple.
Here come the Capulets.
By my heel, I care not.
Follow me closely, for I will speak with them. Gentlemen, for then, a word with one of you?
Oh, but one word with one of us? Couple it with something. Make it a word and a blow.
You shall find me apt enough to that, sir. And you will give me occasion?
Oh, can you not take some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, thou consortst with Romeo.
Consort! What? Dost thou make us minstrels? And if we be minstrels, look to hear nothing but discords. Oh, here's my fiddlestick. Here's shall make you dance. Soon's consort.
We talk here in the public haunt of men. Either withdraw into some private place and reason coldly of your grievances, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze on us.
And men's eyes were meant to look, so let them gaze. I will not budge for no man's pleasure,
Peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man.
Oh, but I'll be hanged, sir, if he wear your livery. Marry, go before to field. He'll be your follower. Your worship in that sense may call him man.
Romeo, the hate I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason that I have to love thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. Villain am I none. So farewell. I see thou knowest me not.
Boy, this does not excuse the injuries that thou hast done me. Therefore turn and draw.
I do protest I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise, till thou shalt know the reason of my love. And so, good Capulet, which name I tender as dearly as my own, be satisfied.
Oh, calm. Dishonorable, vile submission. Allah Staccato carries it away. Tybalt, you rat catcher, will you walk?
What wouldst thou have with me?
Oh, good king of cats. Meow. Nothing but one of your 9 lives, that I mean to make bold withal, and as you shall have me thence, dry beat the rest of the age. Oh, will you pluck your sword from his pilcher by the ears? Make haste, lest mine be about your ear ere it be out.
I am for you.
Gentle Mercutio, put thy rapier up.
Come, sir. Your passado.
Draw Benvolio, beat down their weapons. Gentlemen, for shame, forbear this outrage. Tybalt, Mercutio, the prince expressly hath forbidden banning in Verona streets. Oh, Tybalt! Oh! Good, Mercutio!
I do feel Oh, I am hurt.
Let's go.
A plague above your house. Oh, I am sped. Oh, is he gone and have nothing?
What are the hurt?
Oh, aye. A scratch. Mary, 'tis enough.
Courage, man. The hurt cannot be much.
Oh, no. 'Tis not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door. 'Tis enough. 'Twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a great man. I am peppered, I warrant, for this world. A plague of both your houses. Oh, a zoos. Oh, a dog. A mouse, a rat, a cat, to scratch a man to death. A braggart, a villain, a rogue that fights by the book of arithmetic. Oh, why the devil came you between us? I was hurt under your arm.
I thought all for the best.
Oh, get me to some house, Benvolio, or I shall faint. Oh, a plague of both your houses! They've made worms feed of me. I have it, and soundly too. Your houses. Oh.
This gentleman, Prince's near ally, my very friend, hath got his mortal hurt in my behalf. My reputation stained with Tybalt slander. Tybalt, that in power hath been my kinsman. Oh, Juliet, thy beauty hath made me effeminate, and in my temper soft and valor's steel.
Romeo! Mercutio is dead. That gallant spirit hath aspired the clouds, and too untimely here did scorn the earth.
This day's black fate on more days doth depend. This but begins the woe, others must end.
Here comes the furious Tybalt back again.
Alive, in triumph, and Mercutio slain. Away to heaven respective lenity, and fire not fury be my conduct now. Now, Tybalt, take the villain back again that late thou gavest me. Mercutio's soul is but a little way above our heads, and staying for thine company, either thou or I, or both must go with him.
Thou, wretched boy, that did consort him here, shalt with him hence.
This shall determine that.
Romeo, away, be gone. The citizens are up and Tybalt slain. Stand not amazed. The prince shall doom thee death if thou art taken hence away.
Oh, I am fortune's fool.
Why dost thou stay?
Which way ran he that killed Mercutio? Tybalt that murderer, which way ran he?
There lies that Tybalt.
Up, sir, go with me, I charge thee in the prince's name, obey.
Where are the vile beginners of this fray?
Noble prince, I can discover all the unlucky manage of this fatal brawl. There lies the man, slain by young Romeo, that slew thy kinsman, brave Mercutio.
Oh, Tybalt! Tybalt, my cousin! Oh, my brother's child! Oh, prince! Oh, cousin! Oh, husband! Oh, blood of ours is spilt of our dear kinsman! Prince, as thou art true, for blood of ours, shed the blood of Montague!
Benvolio, who began this bloody fray?
Tybalt, here slain, whom Romeo did slay. Romeo, that spoke him fair, bade him bethink how nice the quarrel was, and urged with all your high displeasure. All of this uttered with gentle breath, calm look, knees humbly bowed. Could not take truce with the unruly spleen of Tybalt, deaf to peace, but that he tilts with piercing steel at bold Mercutio's breast. who all is hot, turns deadly point to point, and with a martial scorn beats cold death aside, and with the other sends it back to Tybalt, whose dexterity retorts it. Romeo, he cries aloud, "Hold, friends, friends, part!" But swifter than his tongue, his agile arm beats down their fatal points, and twixt them rushes. Underneath, an envious thrust from Tybalt hits the life of stout Mercutio. And then Tybalt fled. But by and by comes back to Romeo, who had but newly entertained the idea of revenge. And to it they go like lightning, for ere I could draw to part them. And as Tybalt fell, did Romeo turn and fly. This be the truth, or let Benvolio die.
He is a kinsman to the Montague. Affection makes him false, he speaks not true. All of them fought in this black strife, and all those could but kill one life. I beg for justice, which thou, prince, must give. Romeo slew Tybalt. Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew him. He slew Mercutio, who now the price of his dear blood doth owe.
Not Romeo, Prince. He was Mercutio's friend. His fault concludes, but with the law should end. The life of Tybalt.
For this offense, immediately we do exile him hence. I have an interest in your hates proceeding. Your blood from my rude brawls doth fly a bleeding. But I'll immerse you with so strong a fine that you shall all repent the loss of mine.
Prince,
I will be deaf to pleading and excuses, nor tears nor prayers will purchase out abuses. Therefore use none. Let Romeo hence in haste, else when he's found, that hour is his last. Bear hence this body and attend our will. Mercy, but murder, pardoning those that kill.
Gallop apace, you fiery-footed steeds, toward Phoebus' lodging. Such a wagoner as fated would whip you to the west and bring a cloudy night immediately. Spread thy close curtain, love-forming night, that runaways' eyes may think if Romeo lived in these arms, untalked of and unseen. Lovers concede to do their amorous rites by their own beauties, or if love be blind, it best agrees with night. Come, civil night, thou sober-suited matron, all in black, and learn me how to lose a winning match, play for a pair of stainless maidenhoods. Put my unmanned blood beating in my cheeks with thy black mantle, till strange love turn bold, and think true love acted simple modesty. Come night, come Romeo, come thou day and night, for thou wilt fly upon the wings of night, whiter than dew snow on a raven's back. Come, gentle night, come, loving, black-browed night, give me my Romeo, and when he shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will fall in love with night and pay no worship to the garish sun. Oh, I have bought the mansion of love, but not possessed it, and though I am sold, not yet enjoyed. So tedious is this day, as is the night before some festival to an impatient child that hath new robes and may not wear them. Oh, here comes my nurse, and she brings news, and every tongue that speaks but Romeo's name speaks heavenly eloquence. Now, nurse, what news? Nurse! Oh, now, nurse. Ooh. Oh, what hast thou there? The cords that Romeo bid thee fetch?
Aye, the cords.
I me. What news? Why dost thou wring thy hands?
Oh, well a day. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Oh, we are undone, lady. We are undone. Alack the day, he is gone. He's killed. He's dead.
Heaven be so envious.
Romeo can. No, heaven cannot. Romeo! Who wouldst think it? Romeo!
What devil art thou that dost torment me thus? This torture should be roared in dismal hell. Hath Romeo slain himself? Say thou but I, and that fair vowel eye shall poison more than the death-darting eye of cockatrice. I am not I, if there be such an eye, or those eyes shut that make thee answer I. If he be slain, say I, or if not, no, brief sound determine of my weal or woe.
I saw the wound. I saw it with my own eye. Here on his manly chest. Oh, piteous course, oh, bloody, piteous course, pale as ashes, all bedaubed in blood, all in gore blood. I swoonded at the sight.
Break my heart, poor bankrupt, break at once. The prison eyes ne'er look on liberty. Vile earth, to earth resign, and motion here, and thou and Romeo press one heavy bier.
Tybalt, most best friend I had, a courteous Tybalt, honest gentleman, that I should live to see thee dead.
What storm is this that blows so contrary? Is Romeo slaughtered, and is Tybalt dead? My dear loved cousin and my dearer lord. And dreadful trumpet, sound the general doom, for who is living if those two are gone?
Tybalt is gone, and Romeo banished. Romeo that killed him, he is banished.
Oh God, did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood?
It did. It did. Alack the day it did.
Serpent heart hid with a flowering face. Did ever dragging heap so fair a cave? Beautiful tyrant, fiend angelical, dove-feathered raven, wolvish ravening lamb, despised substance of divinish show. It's just opposite to what thou justly seemed. A damned saint, an honorable villain. Oh, nature, what hadst thou to do in hell when thou didst bower the spirit of a fiend in moral paradise of such sweet flesh? Was ever book containing such vile matter so fairly bound? That deceit should dwell in such a gorgeous palace.
There is no trust, no honesty, no goodness in men. They're all perjured, all forsworn, all not all dissemblers. Where is my man? Get me some aqua vitae. These sorrows, these griefs, these woes, they make me old. Shame come to Romeo.
Blistered be thy tongue for such a wish. He was not born to shame. Upon his brow, shame is a shame to sit. For 'tis a throne where honor may be crowned, sole monarch of the universal earth. What a beast was I to chide at him!
Will you speak well of him that killed your cousin?
Shall I speak ill of him that is my husband? Lord, my Lord, what tongue shall smooth thy name, where I, thy 3 hours wife, have mangled it? But wherefore, villain, didst thou kill my cousin? That villain cousin would have killed my husband. Back, foolish tears, back to your native spring. Your tributary drops belong to woe, which you, mistaking, offer up to joy. My husband lives, that Tybalt would have slain. And Tybalt's dead, I would have slain my husband. All this is comfort. Wherefore weep I then? Some word there was, worser than Tybalt's death that murdered me. I would forget it fain, but oh, it presses to my memory, like damned and guilty deeds to sinners' minds. Tybalt is dead, and Romeo, banish it, that one word, banish it, hath slain 10,000 Tybalts. Tybalt's death was woe enough if it had ended there, or if sour woe delights in fellowship and need kindly be ranked with other griefs. Why followed not? When she said Tybalt's dead, is thy father or thy mother, nay, or both, which modern lamentations might have moved? But with a rare word following Tybalt's death, Romeo is banished to speak that word. Is father, mother, Tybalt, Romeo, Juliet, all slain, all dead. Romeo is banished. There's no end, no limit, measure, bound in that word's death. No words can that woe sound. Where is my father and my mother, nurse?
Weeping, wailing over Tybalt's corpse. Will you go to them? I can take you thither.
Wash they his wounds with tears. Mine shall be spent when theirs are dry. For Romeo's banishment, take up those cords. Poor Rose, you are beguiled. Both you and I, for Romeo is exiled. He made you for a highway to my bed, but I, a maid, die maiden widowed. Come, cords. Come, nurse. All to my wedding bed. In death, not Romeo, take my maiden.
Keep to your chamber. I will fetch your home to comfort you. I wot well where he is. Your love will come to you tonight. I'll to him. He's hid at Laurence's cell.
Go find him. Give this ring to my true knight, and bid him come take his last farewell.
Romeo, come forth! Come forth, thou fearful man! Affliction is enamored of thy parts, and thou art wedded to calamity.
Father, what news? What is the prince's doom? What sorrow craves acquaintance at my hand that I yet know not?
Too familiar is my dear son with such sour company. I bring thee tidings of the prince's doom.
What less than doomsday is the prince's doom?
A gentler judgment vanished from his lips. Not body's death, but body's banishment.
Banishment. Be merciful. Say death. For exile hath more terror in his look, much more than death. Do not say banishment.
Hence from Verona art thou banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Verona walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself. Thus banished from the world is banished from life itself. Then banished is death this term, calling death banishment. Thou cuttest my head off with the golden axe and smilest upon the stroke that murders me.
O deadly sin, O rude unthankfulness! Thy fault our law calls death, but the kind prince, taking thy part, hath rushed aside the law and turned that blackward death to banishment. This is dear mercy, and thou seest it not.
'Tis torture and not mercy. Heaven is here, where Juliet lives, in every cat and dog and little mouse. Every unworthy thing lives here in heaven and may look on her. They may seize on the white wonder of dear Juliet's hand. They may steal immortal blessing from her lips, who in pure and vestal modesty still blushes thinking their own kisses sin. But Romeo may not. He is banished. Flies may do this, but I from this must fly. They are free men, but I am banished. And say'st thou yet, the exile is not dead? Hast thou no poison mixed, no sharp brown knife, no sudden mean of death, but banished to kill me? Banished? Oh, Friar, the damned use that word in hell. Howlings attended. How is thou the heart, being a divine, a ghostly confessor, a sin absolver, and my friends profess to mangle me with that word banished?
Thou fond madman, hear me but speak a word.
Thou wilt speak again of banishment.
I'll give thee armor to keep off that word, adversity's sweet milk, philosophy to comfort thee, though thou art banished.
Yet banish it. Hang up philosophy. Unless philosophy can make a Juliet displant a town, reverse a prince's doom. It helps not. It prevails not. Talk no more.
Oh, then I see that madmen have no ears.
Why should they then, when that wise men have no eyes?
Let me dispute with thee of thy estate.
Thou canst not speak of that thou dost not feel. But thou, as young as I, Juliet, thy love, in hour but married, and Tybalt murdered, and doting like me banishing, then mightst thou speak. Then mightst thou tear thy hair and fall upon the ground, taking the measure when I make way.
Arise, one knocks. Good Romeo, hide thyself.
Oh, aye, as the breath of heart-sick thrones mist-like and hold me from the surge.
Hark how they knock. Who's there? Romeo, arise, thou wilt be taken. Stay a while, stand up. Run to my study. By and by. God's will, what sinfulness is this? I come. Who knocks so hard? Whence come you? What's your will?
Let me come in, and you shall know my errand. I come from the Lady Juliet.
Welcome, then.
Oh, Holy Friar, oh, tell me, Holy Friar, where is my lady's lord? Where's Romeo?
There on the ground with his own tears made drunk.
Oh, he is even in my lady's case, just in her case. Oh, woeful sympathy, piteous predicament. Oh, even she lies just so, weeping and blubbering and weeping. Stand up. Stand up. Stand, and you be a man. Do it for Juliet. For her sake, rise and stand.
Speakest thou, Juliet? How is it with her? Does she not think me an old murderer, now that I have stained the child of our love with blood removed but little from her own? Where is she? How doth my lady? What says my concealed lady to our cancelled love?
Oh, she speaks not, but weeps, and on her bed falls, and then up again, and then Tybalt calls, and then on Romeo cries, and down she falls again.
As if that day, shot from the deadly level of a gun, did murder her, as thy name's cursed hand did murder her kinsman. Oh, tell me, Friar, tell me, in what vile part of this anatomy doth my name lodge? Tell me that I may sack the hateful mansion!
Hold thy desperate hand! Art thou a man? Thy form cries out thou art. Thy tears are womanish. Thy wild acts denote the unreasonable fury of a beast. Thou hast amazed me. By my holy order, I thought thy disposition better tempered. Hast thou slain Tybalt? Wilt thou slay thyself? And slay thy lady that in thy life lives by doing damned hate upon thyself? Fie, fie, thou shamest thy shape, thy love, thy wit. Thy noble shape is but a form of wax, digressing from the valor of a man. Thy dear love, sworn but hollow perjury, chilling that love which thou hast vowed to cherish. Thy wit, that ornament to shape and love, misshapen in the conduct of them both. Like powder in a skitless soldier's flask is set afire by thine own ignorance, and thou dismembered with thine own defense. What? Rouse thee, man! Thy Juliet is alive, for whose dear sake thou wast but lately dead. There art thou happy. Tybalt would kill thee, but thou slewest Tybalt. There art thou happy too. The law that threatened death becomes thy friend and turns into exile. There art thou happy. A pack of blessings light upon thy back. Happiness courts thee in her best array. But like a misbehaved and sullen wench, thou pounced upon thy fortune and thy love. Take heed, for such die miserable. Go, get thee to thy love as was decreed. Ascend her chamber hence and comfort her. But wilt thou stay not till the watch be set? For then thou canst not pass to Mantua, where thou shalt live. till we can find a time to reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the prince, and call thee back with 1,000 times more joy than thou wast forth in lamentation. Go before, nurse. Commend me to thy lady, and bid her hasten all the house to bed, which heavy sorrow makes them act unto. Romeo is coming!
Oh, Lord, I could have stayed here all night to hear good counsel. I will tell my lady that you come.
Do so, and bid my sweet prepared child.
Sir, a ring she did bid me give you, sir. Hie you make haste, for it grows very late.
How well my comfort is revived by this.
Go hence. Good night. And here stands all your state. Either be gone before the watch be set, or by the break of day disguised from hence. Sojourn in Mantua. I'll find out your man, and he shall signify from time to time every good hap to you that chances here. Give me thy hand. 'Tis late. Farewell. Good night.
That a joy past joy calls on to me. 'Tis but a grief so brief to part with thee. Farewell.
Things have fallen out, sir, so unluckily that we've had no time to move our daughter. Look you, she loved her kinsman Tybalt dearly. So did I.
Well, we were all born to die. 'Tis very late. She will not come down tonight. I promise you, but for your company, I would have been about an hour ago.
These times of woe will afford no time to woo. Madame, good night. Mend me to your daughter.
I will, and know her mind early tomorrow. Sir Paris, I will make a desperate tender of my child's love. I think she will be ruled in all respects by me.
Nay, more, I doubt it not.
I will go to her ere I go to bed, and acquaint her here of our son Paris's love, and bid her on Wednesday. But soft, what day is it?
Monday, my lady.
Monday. Oh, well, then Wednesday is too soon. Thursday. Thursday, let it be then. I will tell her she will be married to this noble earl on Thursday. Do you like this haste? Will you be ready?
We'll keep no great ado, a friend or two, for hark you, Tybalt being slain so late, it may be thought we held him carelessly, being our kinsman if we revel much. Therefore we'll have some half a dozen men, there and in. But, what say you to Thursday?
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
Thursday be it, then. I will go prepare her against this wedding day. Farewell, my lord. It is so late that we might call it early by and by.
Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale that pierced through the fearful hollow of thine ear. But nightly she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, the herald of the morn, the nightingale. Look, love, what envious streaks do lace the severing clouds. Night's candle is burnt out. Milken day stands tiptoe on the misty mountain tops. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Yon light is not daylight. I know it, It was some meteor that the sun exhales. To be this night a torch-bearer, to light thee on thy way to Mantua. Therefore, stay yet. Thou not needest gone.
Let me be ta'en. Let me be put to death. I am content, so thou wilt have it so. I'll say yon grey is not the morning's eye. 'Tis but the pale reflex of Cynthia's brow. Nor that is not the lark, whose notes do beat the vaulty heavens so high above our heads. I have more care to stay than will to go. Come, death, and welcome. Juliet wills it so. How is my soul. Let's talk, not day.
It is. I hate be gone away. It is the lark that sings so out of tune, straining harsh discord, not beating sharps. Some say the lark makes sweet division. It's not so, for she divided us. Some say the lark is loaded tone, changed eyes. Oh, I would they were a change of voices too. Since arm from arm that voice doth us afraid, hunting the heads we hunt up today. Oh, now be gone, more light, in light it grows.
Light and light, more dark and dark our woes.
Madam!
Nurse,
Your lady mother is coming to your chamber. The day is broke. Be wary. Look about.
then window, let's stay in and let light out.
Farewell. Farewell. One kiss and all safe.
Art thou gone so? Love, lord, I, husband, friend? I must hear from thee every day in the hour, for in a minute there are many days. Oh, I shall be much in years ere I again behold my Romeo.
Farewell. Farewell. I will omit no opportunity, love, to convey my greetings to thee.
Oh, thinkest thou we shall ever meet again?
I doubt it not. And all these sorrows shall serve as sweet discourses in our time to come.
Oh God, I have ill divined soul. Methinks I see thee, now thou art below, as one dead in the bottom of tomb. Either my eyesight fails, or thou lookest pale.
And believe me, love, so do you. Dry sorrow drinks our blood. Adieu! Adieu!
Oh, fortune, fortune, all men call thee fickle. If thou art fickle, what dost thou with him that is renowned for faith? Be fickle, fortune, for then I hope thou wilt not keep him long, but send him back. Daughter, are you up? Who's that calls? Is that my lady mother? Is she not down so late or up so early? What unaccustomed cause procures her hither?
Why, how now, Juliet?
Madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death.
What?
Wilt thou wash him away from his grave with tears? And if thou couldst not make him live. Therefore have done with it. Some of grief shows much of love, but much of grief shows still some want of wit.
Yet let me weep for such a feeling loss.
And yet you feel the loss and not the friend that you weep for.
Feeling so the loss, cannot choose but to ever weep the friend.
Well, girl, thou weepest not so much for his death as that same villain that slaughtered him lives.
What villain, madam?
That same villain, Romeo.
Villain and he be many miles asunder. God pardon him. I do, with all my heart, and yet no man but he doth grieve my heart.
That is because the traitor murderer lives.
Aye, madam, from the reach of these my hands, would none but I might venge my cousin's death.
We will have vengeance. Fear thou not. Then weep no more. I shall send one to Mantua where that same banished renegade doth live, and shall send him such an unaccustomed dram that he soon shall keep Tybalt company. And then, I hope, thou wilt be satisfied.
Indeed, I shall never be satisfied till I behold. So I shall never be satisfied with Romeo till I behold him. Dead is my poor heart for a kinsman vexed. Madam, if you could find but one man to bear a poison, I would temper it. So Romeo should, upon receipt thereof, soon sleep in quiet. Oh, how my heart abhors to hear him named, and cannot come to him, to wreak the love I bore my cousin upon the body that slaughtered him.
Thou finds the means, and I'll find such a man. But I bring thee joyful tidings, girl.
And joy comes well in such a needy time. What are they, I beseech your ladyship?
Well, well, thou hast a careful mother, child. One to put thee from thy heaviness has sorted out a sudden day of joy that thou not expectest and I looked not for.
Madam, in happy time, what day is that?
Married, my child, early next Thursday morn, to that gallant, young, noble gentleman, the County Paris, at St. Peter's Church. There he'll happily make thee a joyful bride.
Now, by St. Peter's Church, and Peter too, he shall not make me there a joyful bride. I wonder at this haste that I must wed ere he that should be husband comes to woo. I pray thee, madam, I will not marry yet, and when I do, it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate, rather than Paris. These are news indeed.
Here comes your father. Tell him so yourself, and see how he takes it in your hand.
The sun sets, the air doth drizzle dew, but for the sunset of my brother's son it rains downright. How now? A conduit girl? What still in tears evermore showering, or still thy eyes? How now, wife, have you delivered to her our decree?
Aye, sir, and she will none. She gives you thanks. I would the fool were married to her grave.
Soft, take me with you, wife. How? Will she none? Does she not give us thanks? Is she not proud? Does she not count her blessed unworthy, as she is, that we have brought so worthy a gentleman to be her bridegroom?
Not proud you have, but thankful that you have. Proud can I never be of what I hate, but thankful even for hate that is meant love.
How now? How now? Chop logic. What is this? Proud, and I thank you, and yet I thank you not, and yet not proud? Mistress, minion, you thank me no thankings, nor proud me no prouds, but fettle your fine joints against Thursday next to go with Paris to St. Peter's Church, or I will drag thee hurdle thither! Out! Out, you green sickness carrion! You baggage! Oh, you telephane!
Fie! What, are you mad?
Good mother, I beseech you on my knees, hear me with patience, but to speak a word.
Hang thee, young baggage, you disobedient wretch! I tell thee what, get thee to church on Thursday, or ne'er look me in the face. Speak not, reply not, do not answer me. My finger's itch. Oh, husband, we scarce thought ourselves blessed that God had lent us this one and only child. But now, I see that this one is one too much, and that we are cursed in having her. Out on her Hilden! God in heaven bless her! You are to blame, milady, to rate her so. Why, my lady wisdom, hold thy tongue, good prudence. Take your gossips and go. I speak no treason. Oh. What? May not one speak? Peace! You, mumbling fool, utter your gravities over a gossiple, for here we need it not.
You are too hot.
God's bread, it makes me mad. Day, night, hour, tide, time. Work, play alone, in company, and still my care hath been to have her matched. And now, providing a gentleman of noble parentage, youthful, nobly trained, and stuffed, as they say, with honorable parts, proportioned as one's thoughts would wish a man to have a wretched,
puling fool, a whining mammoth in her fortune's tinder, to answer, I'll not wed, I cannot love, I am too young, I pray thee pardon me. But, hast thou will not wed? I will pardon you. House where you will, for you will not graze with me. Think to it. Look on it. I do not use jest. Thursday is near. Lay hand on hearts and advise. And if you be mine, I will give you to my friend. And if you be not, hang, beg, starve, die in the streets. For by my soul I'll ne'er acknowledge thee. And what is mine shall do thee no good. Trust to it. I will not be forsworn.
Is there no pity sitting in the clouds sees into the bottom of my grief? Oh, dear father, cast me not away. Delay this marriage a month, a week. Or if you do not, make the bridal bed in the dim monument where Tybalt lies.
Talk not to me, for I'll not speak a word. Do as thou wilt, for I have done with thee.
Oh God! Oh nurse! How shall this be prevented? My husband is on earth, and my faith in heaven. How shall that faith return again to earth, unless that husband sent it from heaven by leaving earth? Comfort me, counsel me. Alack, that the heavens should practice stratagems upon so soft a subject as myself. What sayest thou? Hast thou no words of joy? Some comfort, nurse.
Hey, here it is. Romeo is banished. And for all the world, he dares not come back to challenge you. Or if he do, it must needs be by stealth. And so, with the state as it now is, I think it best you marry with the county. He's a lovely gentleman and shrew my very heart. I think you're happy in this second match, for it exceeds your first. Or if it do not, your first is dead. Or as well he were, you here, and he of no use to you.
Speakest thou from thy heart?
And my soul, or else be sure them both.
Amen.
What?
Well, thou hast comforted me marvelous much. Go in and tell my lady I am gone. Having displeased my mother, all to Laurence's cell to make confession and to be absolved. I will do this.
Oh, this is wisely done.
Ancient damnation. Almost wicked fiend. Is it more sin to wish me thus forsworn, or to dispraise my lord with that same tongue that praised him with above compare so many thousand times? Go, counselor! Henceforth, my bosom and thou should be twain. All to the friar, to know his remedy. If all else fail, myself have power to die.
On Thursday, sir, the time is very short.
My mother Capulet will have it so, and
and I am nothing slow to slack her haste.
You say you do not know the lady's mind. Uneven is the course, I like it not.
Immoderately she weeps for Tybalt's death. Therefore have I little talk of love. Venus smiles not in a house of tears. Now, sir, her mother counts it dangerous she doth give her sorrow so much sway, and in her wisdom hastes our marriage to stop the inundation of her tears. Too little minded by herself alone, may be put from her by society. Now, sir, do you know the reason of this haste?
I would I knew not why it should be slowed. Look, sir, here comes the lady towards my cell.
Happily met, my lady and my wife.
That may be, sir, when I may be a wife.
That maybe must be love on Thursday next.
What must be shall be.
That's a certain text.
Come you to make confession to this father.
To answer that, I should confess to you.
Do not deny to him that you love me.
I will confess to you that I love him.
So will ye. I am sure that you love me.
If I do, it would be more of price being spoke behind your back than to your face.
Soul, my face is much abused the tears.
The tears have got small victory by that, for it was bad enough before their spite.
Now wrongst it, more than tears, that report.
That is no slander, sir, which is the truth, and what I spake it to my face.
Face is mine, and thou hast slandered it.
That may be so, for it is not mine own. Are you at leisure, holy father, now, or shall I come back to you in evening mass?
My leisure serves me, pensive daughter, now. My lord, we must entreat the time alone.
God shield I should disturb devotion. Juliet, early on Thursday will I rouse thee. Till then, adieu, and give me the soul.
Oh, shut the door, and when thou hast done so, come weep with me, past all, past cure, past help.
Ah, Juliet, I already know thy grief. It strains me past the compass of my wits. I hear thou must, and nothing may prorogue it, on Thursday next be married to this count.
Tell me not, Friar, that thou hearest of this, unless thou wilt tell me how I may prevent it. If in thy wisdom thou canst give no help, do thou recall my resolution wise, and with this knife I'll help in present need. God joined my heart in Romeo's, thou our hands, and ere this hand by thee to Romeo sealed, shall be the label to another hand. Or my true heart, with treacherous revolt, turn to another. This shall slay them both. Therefore, out of thy long experienced time, give me some present counsel. Or, behold, twixt my extremes and me this bloody knife shall play the umpire, arbitrating that which the commission of thy years and art could to no issue of true honor bring. Be not so long to speak. I long to die. If what thou speakest not speak of remedy.
Hold, daughter. I do spy a kind of hope which craves as desperate an execution as that is desperate which we would prevent. If, rather than to marry County Paris, thou hast the strength of will to slay thyself, then is it likely thou wilt undertake a thing like death to chide away this shame. And if thou darest, I'll give thee remedy.
Bid me leap, rather than marry Paris, from off the battlements of yonder tower, or walk in thievish ways. Or bid me lurk where serpents are, chain me with roaring bears, or lock me nightly in eternal house, or covered with dead men's rattling bones, with reeky shanks and chapped skulls, or bid me go into a new-made grave and hide me with the dead man in his shroud. Things that, to hear them told, have made me tremble, but I would do it without fear or doubt, to live an unsafe wife to my sweet love.
Hold, then. Go home, be merry, give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night, look that thou lie alone, and take thou this vial, being then in bed, and this distilling liquor drink thou off, when presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor, for no pulse shall keep his native progress but surcease. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest, And in this borrowed likeness of shrunk death, thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake as from a pleasant sleep. Now, when the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou dead. Then, as the manner of our country is, in thy best robes, uncovered on the bier, thou shalt be borne to that same ancient vault where all the kindred of the Capulets lie. In the morning, in the meantime, against thou shalt awake, shall Romeo by my letters know our drift, and hither shall he come. And that very night shall Romeo bear thee hence to Mantua. And this shall free thee from this present shame, if no inconstant toy nor womanish fear abate thy valor in the acting it.
Give me, tell not me of fear.
Hold.
Get you tell Romeo.
Be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send a friar with speed to Mantua with my letters to thy lord.
Love, give me strength, and strength shall help afford. Farewell, dear father. So many guest invites here are writ.
Oh, we shall be much unfurnished. Goodness, what? Is my daughter gone to Friar Laurence? Aye, forsooth. Well, he may chance do some good on her, that peevish self-willed harlotry it is. See how she comes from shrift with merry look.
How now, my headstrong? Where have you been getting?
To learn me to repent the sin of disobedient opposition to you and your behest, and am enjoyed by holy Laurence to fall prostrate here and beg your pardon. Pardon.
Send
I beseech you, henceforward I am ever ruled by you.
Send for the county. Tell him of this. I'll have this knot knit up tomorrow morning.
I met the youthful lord at Lawrence's cell, and gave him what's become love by mine, not step over the vow, honest.
Well, I'm glad on it. This is well. Stand up. This is as it should be. I must see the county. I, Mary, fetch him hither. Why, we are much abound to this reverend holy friar.
Nurse, will you go with me into my closet to help me sort such needful ornaments as you think fit to furnish me tomorrow?
No, not till Thursday. There is time enough.
Nurse, go with her. We will to church tomorrow. We shall be short in our provision. 'Tis near night now.
Tush, I will stir about and all things shall be well, I warrant thee, wife. Go thou to Juliet, help to deck her up. I'll not to bed tonight. I'll play the housewife for this one. Well, I will walk myself to County Paris to prepare him up against this wedding day tomorrow. Oh, my heart is wondrous light since this same wayward girl is so reclaimed.
Aye, those attired are best, but gentle nurse, I pray you, leave me to myself tonight, for I have much need of many orisons to move the heavens to smile upon my state, which, well thou knowest, is cross and full of sin.
What, need you me my help?
No, madam, we have called such necessaries as are behoveful for our state tomorrow. So please you, let me now be left alone, and let the nurse this night sit up with you, for I am sure you have your hands full all in this so sudden business.
Well, good night. Get thee to bed and rest, for thou hast need.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. I've a faint cold fear thrills through my veins that almost freezes up the heat of life. I'll call them back to comfort me. Nurse! What should she do here? My dismal scene I needs must act alone. Become vile. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No. shall forbid it. Lie thou there. What if it be a poison which the friar subtly hath ministered to have me dead? Lest in this marriage should he be dishonored because he married me before to Romeo. And here it is. And yet methinks it should not, for he hath still been tried a holy man. How if, when I'm laid into the tomb, I awake before the time that Romeo come to redeem me? There's a fearful point. Shall I not then be stifled into the vault, whose foul mouth no healthsome air breathes in, and there die strangled ere my Romeo comes? Or if I live, it is not very like the horrible conceits of death and night, together with the terror of the place, as in a vault, an ancient receptacle, where all the bones of my buried ancestors are packed, where bloody Tybalt, yet but green in earth, lies festering in his shroud, where at some hours they say spirits resort. Alack, alack, it is not like that I, so early waking, what with loathsome smells and shrieks like mandrakes torn out of the earth, that living mortals, hearing them, run mad. Oh, if I wake, shall I not be distraught and environed with all these hideous fears, and madly play with my forefathers' joints, and pluck the mangled Tybalt from his shroud, and with a great kinsman's bone, as with a club, dash out my desperate brains? Oh, look, methinks I see my cousin's ghost seeking out Romeo, that did spit his body upon a rapier's point. Stay, Tybalt, stay! Romeo, I come. This do I drink to thee.
I warrant her she. Why, lamb! Why, lady! Thigh, you slug-a-bed! Why, love, I say! What? Not a word? Oh, you take your penny's worth, then. Sleep for a week, for I warrant the very next night the county has set up his rest that you shall rest but little. God in heaven bless me, Mary and Amen, how sound you are asleep. I must needs wake you. Madam. 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 What, still in your clothes and still dressed and down again, Why, I must needs wake you, lady. Lady. Lady! Alas! Alas!
death lies on her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the field.
Oh, woeful time! Death hath taken her hands and tied up my tongue and will not let me speak.
Come, is the bride ready to go to church?
Ready to go, but never to return. Comes on the night before thy wedding day, and death is lain with thy wife. There she lies, flower as she was, deflowered by him. Death is my son-in-law. Death is my heir. My daughter he hath wedded. I will die and leave him. All life living, all is dead.
Have I thought long to see this morning's face? Doth it give me such a sight as this?
Cursed, unhappy, wretched, hateful day that ere time saw in his long-lasting pilgrimage one loving child to take solace and rejoice in. And death had taken it from my sight. Oh, woeful day. The blackest day that e'er I saw. Oh, the woeful day.
Guilded, horsed, wronged, spited, slain. Most detestable death by thee beguiled. By cruel thee quite overthrown. Love, not life, not life but love and death.
Despised, distressed, hated, martyred, killed. Uncomfortable time, why camest thou now to murder our solemnity? Oh child, my soul and not my child. Dead art thou. Alack, my child is dead. And with my child my joys are buried.
Peace! Oh, for shame! Confusion's cure lives not in these confusions. Heaven and yourself had part in this fair maid. Now heaven hath all, and all the better is it for the maid. Your part in her you could not keep from death, but heaven keeps his part in eternal life. The most you sought was her promotion, for 'twas your heaven she should be advanced. And weep ye now, seeing she is advanced above the clouds, as high as heaven itself? Dry up your tears, and stick your rosemary on this fair course, and, as the custom is, in all her best array bear her to church. For though fond nature bids us all lament, yet nature's tears are reason's merriment.
All things we ordained festival now turn their offices to black funeral, our instruments to melancholy bells, our wedding cheer to a Sabbath burial feast. Our solemn hymns to sullen dirges change, and our wedding flowers now serve her very course. All things turn to the contrary.
Sir, go you in, and madam go with him, and go, Sir Paris, everyone prepared to follow this fair course unto her grave. The heavens do lour upon you for some ill. Move them no more by crossing their high will.
The flattering truth asleep, my dreams presage some joyful news at hand. My bosom's lord sits lightly in his throne, and all this day an unaccustomed spirit lifts me above the ground with cheerful thoughts. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead. Strange dream that gives a dead man leave to think, but breathes such life with kisses in my lips that I revived and was an emperor. Ah me, how sweet is love itself possessed, whom but love's shadows are so rich in joy. News from Verona! How now, Balthasar? Dost thou not bring me letters from the Friar? How fares my Juliet? Is my father well? How fares Juliet? That I ask again, for nothing can be ill if she be well.
Then she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Capel's monument, and her immortal part with angels lives. I saw her lay low in her kindred's vault, and presently to post to tell it you. Oh, pardon me for bringing these ill news, since you did leave it for my office, sir.
Is it even so? Then I defy your stars! Now nurse my lodging. Get me ink and paper and hire post horses. I will hence tonight.
I do beseech you, sir, have patience. Your looks are pale and wild and do import some misadventure.
Tush, thou art deceived. Do the thing I bid thee do. Hast thou no letters to me from the Friar?
No, my good lord.
No matter. Get thee gone, and hire those horses. I will follow thee straight. Well, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. Let's see for means. Oh, mischief, thou art swift in the thoughts of desperate men. I do remember an apothecary, which hereabout he dwells, which late I noted in tattered weeds with overwhelming brows, coaly of simples, meager were his looks. Sharp misery had worn him to the bone, and in his needy shop a tortoise hung, an alligator stuffed, and other skins of ill-shaped fishes. About his shelves, a beggarly account of empty boxes, green earthen pots, bladders, musty seeds, remnants of pack thread, and old cakes of roses were thinly scattered to make up a show. Noting this penury, to myself I said, and if a man did need a poison now, whose sale is present death in Mantua, here lives a caitiff wretch would sell it him. The same thought did but forerun my need, and this same needy man must sell it. As I remember, this is the house. Being for holiday, the beggar's shop is shut. What ho, apothecary! Who calls so loud? I see that thou art poor. Hold. Here is 40 ducats. Let me have a dram of poison, such soup, speeding here, as may disperse itself through all the veins, that the life-weary taker may fall dead, so that the trunk may be discharged of breath as quickly as hasty powder doth hurry from the fatal cannon's womb.
Such mortal drugs I have, but death is Mantua's law to any heathen utters them.
What? Art thou so bare and full of wretchedness and fearst to die? Famine is in thy cheeks, need and oppression hang upon thy back, contempt and beggary steal thine eyes. The world is not thy friend, and the world affords no law to make thee rich. But be not poor, but break it and take this.
My poverty, but not my will, consents.
I pay thy poverty and not thy will.
Put this in any liquid thing you will and drink it off. And if you had the strength of 20 men, it would dispatch you straight.
Here's thy gold. Worse poison to men's souls, doing more murders in this loathsome world than these poor compounds that thou mayst not sell. I sell thee poison. Thou hast sold me none. Farewell, buy food and get thyself in flesh. Come, cordial and not poison. Go with me to Juliet's grave, for there must I use thee.
Holy Franciscan Friar, brother, ho! Now this same should be the voice of Friar John. Welcome from Mantua. What says Romeo? Or if his might be rid, give me his letter.
Going to find a barefoot brother out of one of our order to associate me here in this city while visiting the sick, and finding him, the searchers of the town suspected that we both were in a house where the infectious pestilence did reign. Therefore they sealed up the doors and would not let us forth, so that my speed to Mantua was stayed.
Who bear my letter then to Romeo?
I could not sit it. Here it is again, or have a messenger bringeth thee, so fearful were they of infection.
Unhappy fortune! By my brother, the letter was not nice, but full of charge of your imports, and the neglecting it made you much danger. Friar John, go hence, get me an iron crow, and bring it straight unto my cell.
Brother, I'll bring it thee.
Now must I to the monument alone. Within 3 hours will fair Juliet wake. She will beshrew me much that Romeo hath had no notice of these accidents. But I will write again to Mantua, and keep her at my cell till Romeo come. Poor living corse, closed in a dead man's tomb!
Give me thy torch, boy. Hence, stand aloof. Yet put it out, for I would not be seen. Under yon yew trees lay thee along, holding thine ear close to the hollow ground. So shall no foot upon the churchyard tread. Loose, unfirm, digging up of graves. But thou shalt hear it. Whistle then to me, thou hearest something approach. Give me those flags. Do as I bid thee. Go.
I am almost afraid to stand alone here in this churchyard, yet I will adventure.
Sweet flower, flowers thy bridal bed I strew. Oh, the canopy is dust and stones, which with sweet water nightly I will do, wanting that with tears to still thy moans. The obsequies that I for thee to keep thee to strew thy grave. Weep. Boy, give warning, something doth approach. What cursed foot wanders this way tonight? To cross my obsequies to true love's right? What, with a torch? Muffle me, night, a while.
Hold. Take this letter. Early in the morning, see thou deliver it to my lord and father. Give me the light. Upon thy life I charge thee. Whatever thou seest or hearest, stand all aloof. Do not interrupt me in my course. Why I descended to this bed of death is partly to behold my lady's face, but chiefly to take thence from her dead finger a precious ring, a ring that I must use in dear employment. So, farewell. But, if thou jealous, dost return to Prague, what I further shall intend to do, by heaven, I will tear thee joint by joint, and strew this hungry churchyard with thy limbs. The time and my intents are savage fears, far more fierce and more inexorable, far than empty tigers of the roaring sea.
I will be gone, sir, and not trouble you.
So shalt thou show thee friendship. Take thou that, live and be prosperous, and farewell, good fellow.
For all this same, I'll hide me hereabout. His looks I fear, and his intents I doubt.
Thou detestable maw, thou womb of death, gorged with the dearest morsel of the earth. Thus I enforce thy rotten jaws to open, and in despite I'll cram thee with more food.
This is that vanished haughty Montague that murdered my love's cousin. much grief it is supposed the fair creature died. Here is come to do some villainous shame to the dead bodies. I will apprehend him. Stop thy unhallowed toil, vile Montague. Can vengeance be pursued further than death? Condemned villain, I do apprehend thee. Obey and go with me, for thou must die.
Indeed I must, and therefore came I hither. Good, gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. Fly hence, leave me, think upon these gods, let them affright you. I beseech you, put not another sin upon my head by urging me to fury, or be gone! By heaven, I love thee better than myself, for I come hither armed against myself. Therefore, be gone, live, and hereafter say a madman's mercy bade thee run away.
I do defy thy conjurations and apprehend thee for a felon here.
Wilt thou provoke me? Have at thee, boy.
Oh, Lord! They fight! I will go call the watch!
I am slain. If thou be merciful, open the tomb, Lady of Juliet.
In faith, I will. Let me bruise his face. Mercutio's kinsman, noble county Paris. What said my man when my betossed soul did not attend him as we rode? I think he told me that Paris should have married Juliet. Said he not so? Or did I dream it so? Or am I mad hearing him talk of Juliet to think it was so? Oh, give me thy hand, one rich with me in sour misfortune's book. I'll bury thee in a triumphant grave. Grave. Oh no, a lantern, slaughtered youth. For here lies Juliet. And her beauty makes its vault a feasting presence full of light. Death, lie thou there, by a dead man interred. How oft when men have been at the point of death, have they been married? But their keepers call a lightning before death. Oh, how may I call this a lightning? Oh, is my love, my wife? Death hath sucked the honey of thy breath, but hath had no power yet upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered. Beauty's ensign yet hangs crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks. Death's pale flag is not advanced there. Tybalt, liest thou there in thy bloody sheet? Oh, what more favor can I do thee than with the hand that cut thy youth in twain to sunder his that was thine enemy? Forgive me, cousin! Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? Shall I believe that death is amorous, and that the lean abhorred monster keeps thee here in the dark to be his paramour? For fear of that, I will stay with you, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Here will I remain, with worms that are thy chambermaids. Here will I set up my everlasting rest, and shake the yoke of inauspicious stars from the world-wearied flesh. Eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace. Oh, lips, you the doors of death, seal with a righteous kiss a dateless bargain to engrossing death. Come into contact. Come, unsavory guide, thou desperate pilot, now at once. Run on the dashing rocks like seasick weary bark. Here's to my love. True upon the carrot. Thy drugs are quick. I'll shoot the kiss. I die.
St. Francis be my speed! how oft tonight have my old feet stumbled in graves? Who's there?
Here's one, a friend, and one that knows you well.
Bliss be upon you. Tell me, good my friend, what torch is yon that vainly lends his light to grubs and eyeless skulls, as I discern it burneth in the capel's monument?
It doth so, holy sir, and there's my master, one that you love.
Who is it?
Romeo.
How long hath he been there?
Full half an hour.
Go with me to the ball.
I dare not, sir. My master knows not that I am gone hence, and fearfully did menace me with death if I did stay to look on his intents.
Stay then. I'll go alone. Fear comes upon me. How much I fear some ill and thrifty thing.
As I did sleep under this yew tree here, I dreamt my master and another fought, and that my master slew him.
Romeo! Alack, alack, what blood is this which stains the stony entrance of this sepulchre? What mean these masterless and gory swords to lie discolored by this place of peace? Romeo? Oh, hail! What? Paris too? And steeped in blood? Oh, what an unkind hour is guilty of this lamentable chance! The lady stirs.
Where's my lord? I do remember well where I should be. And there I am. Where's my Robbie?
I hear some noise. Lady, come from that nest of death, contagion, and unnatural sleep. A greater power than we can contradict hath thwarted our intents. Come, come away. Thy husband in thy bosom there lies dead, and Paris too. Come, I'll dispose of thee among a sisterhood of holy nuns. Stay not to question, for the watch is coming. Come, go, good Juliet, I dare no longer stay.
Go! Get me in, for I will not wait. What's here? I come. I see clothes in my true love's hand. Poison, I see, has been his time to sin. Sure, drunk all the leftover earthly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Haply some poison yet doth hang on me, make die with the sword. Thy lips are warm.
This way.
Yea, noise. Then I'll be brave. Oh, happy dagger. This is thy sheath. There rust, and let me die.
This is the place, there, where the torch doth burn. The ground is bloody, and search around the churchyard. Pitiful sight. Here lies the county slain and Juliet, bleeding warm and newly dead, who here hath lain these last 2 days. Go, tell the prince. Run to the Capulets, raise up the Montagues. We see the ground whereon these woes do lie, but the true ground of such piteous woes we cannot without circumstances describe. Here is Romeo's man in the churchyard, and here is a friar who trembles, weeps, and sighs. Hold yourself, sir, tell the prince come hither.
What misadventure is so early up that calls our person from our morning's rest?
What should it be that they so shriek abroad?
People in the streets cry Romeo, some Juliet, some Paris, and they all run with open outcry towards our monument.
What fear is this which startles in our ears?
Sovereign, here lies the county Paris slain, and Romeo dead, and Juliet warm and newly killed.
Search, seek, and know how this foul murder comes.
Here is a friar and Romeo's man.
Oh, heavens. Oh, wife, look how our daughter bleeds. That dagger hath misstained, for lo, its house lies empty on the back of Montague, and it missheathed in my daughter's bosom.
Oh me, the sight of it. Death is as a bell, and it warns my old age to a sepulchre.
Come, Montague, thou art early up to see thy son and heir more early down.
Alas, my liege, my wife is dead tonight. Grief of my son's exile hath stopped her breath. What further woe conspires against mine age?
Look, thou shalt see.
Thou untaught! What manners is in this? To press before thy father to a grave?
Seal up the mouth of outrage for a while till we can clear these ambiguities and know their spring, their head, their true descent. Then I will be general of your woes and lead you even to death. Meantime, forbear and let mischance be slave to patience. Bring forth the parties of suspicion.
I am the greatest, able to do least, yet most suspected, as the time and place doth make against me of this direful murder. And here I stand, both to impeach and purge myself condemned and myself excused.
But say at once, what dost thou know in this?
I will be brief, for my short days of breath is not so long as is a tedious tale. Romeo, there dead, was husband to that Juliet. She, there dead, that Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new-made bridegroom from the city, for whom, and not for Tybalt, Juliet pined. You, to remove that siege of grief from her, betrothed and would have married her perforce to County Paris. Then comes she to me, and with wild looks bid me devise some mean to rid her from this second marriage, for in my cell there would she kill herself. Then gave I her, so tutored by my art, a sleeping potion, which so took effect as I intended, for it wrought on her the form of death. Meantime I writ to Romeo that he should hither come as this dire night, to help to take her from her borrowed grave, being the time the potion's force should cease. But he which bore my letter, Friar John, was stayed by accident, and yesternight returned my letter back. Then all alone at the prefixed hour of her waking came I to take her from her kindred's vault, meaning to keep her closely in my cell till I conveniently could send to Romeo. But when I came, some minute ere the time of her awaking, here lay the noble Paris and true Romeo dead. She wakes, and I entreated her come forth and bear this work of heaven with patience. But then a noise did scare me from the tomb, and she, too desperate, would not go with me, but, as it seems, did violence on herself. All this I know, and to the marriage her nurse is privy. And if aught in this miscarried by my fault, let my old life be sacrificed some hour before his time unto the rigor of severest law.
We still have known thee for a holy man. Where's Romeo's man? What can he say in this?
I brought my master news of Juliet's death, and then in post he came from Mantua, to this same place, to this same monument. This letter he early bid me give his father, and bred me with death, going in the vault. I departed not, and left him there.
Where's the county's page that raised the watch? Sirrah, what made your master in this place?
He came with flowers to strew his lady's grave, and bid me stand aloof, and so I did. Anon comes one with light to ope the tomb, and by my master drew on him. And then I ran away to call the watch.
This letter doth make good the friar's words, their course of love, the tidings of her death. And here he writes he did buy a poison of a poor apothecary, and therewithal came to this vault to die and lie with Juliet. Where be these enemies? Capulet, Montague, see what a scourge is laid upon your hate, that heaven finds means to kill your joys with love. And I, for winking at your discords too, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished.
Oh, brother Montague, give me thy hand. This is my daughter's jointure, but no more can I demand.
But I will give thee more, for I will raise her statue in pure gold, that while Verona by that name is known, there shall be no figure at such rate be set as that of true and faithful Juliet.
So rich shall Romeo's be by his lady's life. Oh, poor sacrifices of our enmity.
A glooming peace with this morning brings. The sun for sorrow will not show his head. Go hence and have more talk of these sad things. Some are pardoned, some are punished. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.
forget, you can put money in Shakespeare's face over there, or you can scan a QR code if you'd like. Thank you for waiting. Crazy, there's a concert going on. We didn't know about it. Thank you so much. We're here a couple more. We're here tomorrow as well, and then at Buffalo Park, and then next week we have a couple shows as well. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed it.